All right, mic check 1 2. Okay.
Alpha Omega.
That one's good.
Grad chapter.
Awesome.
The first grad chapter.
Cool.
That's right.
There you go.
All right, keep on having everyone's attention. All right, cool. I think we've got mostly everybody out here, right? Mostly everybody's out, give or take. Awesome. All right, well, thank you so much, everybody, for being here. Can everybody hear me okay, or a little bit more? Or okay, that's good. Awesome. Thank you so much, everybody, for being here on today. This is a very special occasion. I'm excited that we've already had the chance and opportunity to shake hands, to have great time through brotherhood, fellowship, through food as well. We love food. And most importantly, to be able to be here and to meet one of our charter members, Brother Albert Jr. We give a real big hand. Real big hand of Epsilon Theta. So at this time, before we officially, or I guess to officially kick us off, we're going to ask Brother Elijah Ackles, that's it, right? To come on up and offer a word of prayer as we begin this wonderful ceremony for today.
Oh, yeah.
All right. I know he did say I was going to have a word of prayer, but honestly, I personally think that a moment of silence would resonate a lot more because Brother Eddie Bauer was someone that we all knew. And so I'm a very reflectory person. So I think that 7 seconds of silence would be a lot more fitting here than listening to my voice. All right, thank y'all. I know it wasn't a prayer, but we do want to extend our love to not only Brother Eddie Bauer and his family, but just to the frat and everything he did and left as a legacy.
Thank you so much, Elijah. Thank you. Awesome. So as we, again, remember, that was 7 seconds of silence for not only Brother Eddie Bauer, who was one of the members of Alpha Xi Lambda, who was one of their neophytes, but also we want to keep in remembrance all of our brothers in this wonderful fraternity who have entered Omega chapter, those from both Epsilon Theta and all over the entire country and within this fraternity as well. So thank you for that. So when I say the names, Cecil Butler Jr., John Chen, Jerry Elder, James Furcron, Albert Jr., Eddie Mallory, Louis Manuel, and Albert Smith. These are names that most of us in this circle, if not all of us, have memorized. We've recited. We've come to know those names very well for an array of reasons. And I also learned, and this is going to be a tough one for us, but I learned that Jerry actually had a brother, a twin brother named Jerry. So we know him as Jerry, but his actual name was Gary. So that's his actual name. He had a twin brother. So that's we'll have to have a conversation about that. We gotta change the pronunciation a little bit. But when we think of Epsilon Theta, we think of excellence, alpha excellence. Brothers who have gone on to do incredible things in this world, incredible things in this state of Ohio, in Wood County, and again, all over the entire globe. We've had brothers in entertainment, brothers in sports, brothers who have gone on to be educators, brothers who have been on the television, news television right here in Cleveland. Those who have gone on to represent and also defend many people from the lawyer aspect and judicial side. We've had brothers who have been managers of famous artists, and, brothers who are TikTok famous. Got some out there. Got a cardiologist out there he's all over TikTok. brothers who have just gone on to do incredible and remarkable things. And there's one thing that's truly in common, and that's that those brothers were developed, those brothers were made, those brothers had a lot of principles instilled in them right at Epsilon Theta. And so today we honor not only the life and the legacy, but we continue to learn more about history, this rich history, and just how close it is to us too, as we stand here just a little over an hour and a half from exit 181 in Bowling Green, Ohio. The one thing that has brought us all together, many different walks of life, folks from different states and different cities. So we celebrate that, we think about that, we commemorate that. And we've had the honor and the privilege of not only being able to shake the hand of our big brother Albert Jr., but being able to hear some of his stories and some of his testaments. And we'll hear more about those as well in the later portion of this ceremony. But at this time, I'd like to call up our 71st Regional Assistant Vice President of the fraternity. For those that don't know, that's a pretty high position right there. I mean, if I'm not mistaken, the highest position that a college brother can have. So I'd like to call up at this time Brother Jayden Donald, who's going to offer up some words, and he's going to get us all excited about Alpha.
Greetings, everybody. Greetings. Can everybody hear me all right? All right. Good afternoon, everybody. For those who are not aware, my name is Jayden Donald, and I am a Spring 21 initiate. Yes, Spring 21, just a couple years ago compared to some of you. But a Spring 21 initiate of the Epsilon Theta Chapter seated at Bowling Green State University in Bowling Green, Ohio, as many of us are familiar. Brother Williams gave this long title that I currently possess. I serve as the 71st Midwestern Regional Assistant Vice President. That is the highest college office that a student can achieve in our organization. And so I serve on our board of directors, one of 5 college brothers who represent our entire organization. And so I've had the pleasure of traveling all across the U.S., being able to do really incredible things on behalf of our fraternity. And it goes right into a segue. I would have never had opportunities such as this if it weren't for impactful, incredible, and legendary brothers like Brother Albert Jr. here. As the first Greek in my family, I came into college not knowing anything about Greek life whatsoever. But there were gentlemen who came many, many, many years before me, and they built a home, and they nurtured it, they developed it, they filled this house with opportunities, with love, with brotherhood. And so that way, when I stepped on the campus, just a shy 19-year-old boy, born and raised in Ohio, is that I would be able to step on campus and enjoy and take part in one of the most impactful and incredible experiences that my life has ever had to offer. And I owe that entire thanks to this incredible brother right here and the brothers who stood next to him. And so I want to give this brother a quick round of applause. Absolutely. I would just say that we all come together this year, marks our chapter's 65th anniversary. 65 years that the Epsilon Theta chapter has been active and engaged in the community, giving back. And again, we wouldn't have all this without our good brother right here. So as we come together today to celebrate our bond, to celebrate the memories that we have, we're very excited to go into this year and renew our Alpha spirit. Connecting with our charter member now means that we're going to put him a little bit to work while we still have him with us, but as well as we can continue to elevate ourselves, speak to our charter member about what it meant to be a Bowling Green State University Alpha and how we can make sure that in the 20th century we're still living up to their image. So just want to thank brothers like Albert Jr. And all the brothers who have upheld the light that is the Epsilon Theta chapter at Bowling Green State University, and hopefully we can go another 65 years impacting the community. Thank you so much, everyone.
Awesome. Thank you, Brother Donald. At this time, a big giant reminder, we need every single brother that is here to make sure you sign in over there. I know that the wind is doing what it wants to do over there, but there is a sign-up sheet. Please make sure you sign in. In addition to signing in, there is a wonderful QR code so that you can RSVP for homecoming if you haven't already. If you know of any of your line brothers, people from the line before you, people in the line behind you that haven't signed up yet for homecoming, please make sure you do so. The committee is very aggressive about this, so I believe at the end of July, registration is going to close for homecoming. So you want to make sure you're in that number. You get a real nice polo, you get a wonderful dinner or breakfast, and then also there's a wonderful booklet that you're going to be able to get that's going to have pictures and all types of things that brothers have submitted. So please make sure, if you haven't already, seriously, make sure you RSVP today. Just get it done. The last thing, if you're not getting a whole bunch of emails, like crazy amount of emails from Brother Justice Roberts, please make sure you can let me know or just let me know. And that way we can get you on the email serve, because we want you to get all of those emails. Those are important. I know sometimes it might seem a bit much, but they're important. And as well, he needs everybody's headshot too. So make sure you get that headshot. He's even laxed it down where if you just have a black jacket, a white shirt, and any color tie, they will Photoshop it gold for you. Any color tie, it doesn't matter at this point. Just get the picture. That one's due by July 15th, so please make sure you get that headshot. Every single person, no matter what age you are. And you can do it from your phone. It doesn't have to be anything crazy. Right from your phone. I can take it, well, I can't take it today because you don't have it on, but if you had it on, a spouse or anybody can take it right on your phone for you. So please make sure you submit that, because when we get these nice booklets, don't be talking about, man, I wish I was in there. Like, my picture not in there. Man, these booklets are going to be crispy. And so, yeah, you want to make sure that you're a part of that too. So at this time, I would like to call up Brother Ian Smith, who is the chapter president of the Epsilon Theta. Give him a hand as let's receive him.
How's everybody doing today? Good. For everybody that doesn't know me, my name's Ian Smith. I'm a Spring 23 initiate at Bowling Green State University. That's my dean, and that's my line brother right there. But can everybody please just give a quick round of applause for Brother Albert Jr.?
Yes.
For us at least, I can definitely say this is history in the making for all of us. We've never got a chance to meet a charter member, somebody that we religiously say every day, every night, somebody that we live by. So just being able to be in the presence of you, I'm so glad, I'm filled with joy to be able to see somebody that started from the beginning to the point where me and my line brothers, my dean, can all cherish and enjoy the values that you guys set before us. I'm not here to talk about my personal accolades. I'm just here to congratulate you. The things that you and your line brothers done have made everlasting changes to my life. I'll give a brief example. I was just able to attend an Alfred Leadership Academy in Maryland. As the president, I was able to learn valuable information about how to be a better leader, things about intake process, so many things that will help me and my brothers learn to become a better alpha leader in the future. And that's all to you. So for that and the great work you have done that has trickled down through the whole chapter, we would like to present you with a very special award. Brother Albert Jr., for all the great work you have done throughout your life and that you will continue to do, we honor you with this very special plaque. No problem. Can we all get a picture? Please?
Yes, current chapter brothers, current Epsilon Theta brothers. I can take that mic.
One without, one with. Yeah. Now look at left. Or no, look at the red camera. Alright, let's do one more with the fire, everybody. One more. Red camera.
Everybody red camera.
Thanks, everybody.
Thank you, Brother Albert.
Oh, yes.
Look clean. Good enough for you.
If you like to read that, you should read that out there for what it says on the too.
Okay.
For everybody, it says, Albert Jr., charter member of Epsilon Theta, thank you for 65 years of dedicated support and service. May 15th, 1959, May 15th, 2024, Bowling Green State University.
All right.
I would like to take a picture of the brothers with the different kinds of shirts. I don't want to duplicate, but I wanted to put a picture of the different shirts that we're wearing. So if we could come on over here. Number one.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, I'm coming there.
Yeah, man, I never seen that one. I said, hold on.
Oh yeah.
Hey, do that to him.
Hope you might as well get those short pants too.
Yeah, go get
You know,
Oh yeah.
Hey, mate, come on, man.
I can't see your shirt. I can't see your shirt. Jayden, can't see your shirt.
I want to see the shirt.
I don't care about the shirt picture.
Got our hands off, right?
Well, give me all black.
All right. Everybody read camera.
Thank you, gentlemen.
And actually, this is a perfect segue. If brothers want to grab that red chair and also the watermelon, we'll just bring it on. Oh, yeah, sorry. Yeah, my. I was in a red chair. I was, yeah. I'm not supposed to get excited about a red chair. You can say it about right there. You were like facing this. Yep, and then Brother Junior, you can sit right there. I'm gonna ask you some questions. Everybody got in the pictures, right? Yeah. Okay. Everybody's good.
Do you need any of that?
Yeah. Probably. Yeah, probably that. That's getting kind of like behind us, like showing everybody in front of us. Yeah, good angle on that one. You do like a big side. Yeah. Thank you. All right. I'll put it right in front of Brother Shannon. You can still enjoy your food.
Thank you.
All right. Thank you. All right. So, I want to read a small excerpt from. This was an entry into the BG newspaper by Brother John Chin, and this was on the morning of May 15th, 1959. And so I'm just going to do a brief summary. I'm gonna catch some of the highlights that I saw. So Alpha Kappa Omega will be formally initiated as a chapter of Alpha Phi Alpha National Fraternity tonight. This is the most important step that Alpha Kappa Omega has taken since its founding in 1955. And the establishment of an Alpha chapter at the university will be the realization of a plan and dream first formulated by Alpha Kappa Omega's founding members. The 14 men that established Alpha Kappa Omega had a strong hope that the fraternity would affiliate with Alpha Phi Alpha. Their desire was so strong that they incorporated as much as possible of Alpha into their brainchild. Many of their customs, ideals, and songs and colors are similar. if not identical to Alpha Phi Alpha. And then I'm going to read one last part from this. Ooh, I like that part. Yep. The banquet to be held in Pheasant Room, and that's Pheasant with a PH. I like that part. Pheasant Room of University Union, and is a tradition of Alpha Phi Alpha, and is held after each initiation ceremony. Really, really interesting reading that I had there. And it goes on to do a little bit more, but I'm going to fast forward a little bit. So I'm going to ask, and I'm going to adjust that mic for you too, but I'm going to ask if you can paint a little bit of the imagery for us. So in 1943, Anna Mae Thomas was the first African American to graduate from BGSU. So I'm going to ask if you can just kind of explain to us kind of what the climate was like for African Americans, what things were like for people of color at that specific time, right around the time when you first came, because if I'm not mistaken, 1958 is when you first arrived to BG, right?
That's right.
Awesome. And then, so what was that climate kind of like for African Americans at that time?
1958. Al Jr. was getting ready to make a move out of the neighborhood in what we've come to know as the mainstream of education. Because from my neighborhood at that time, and listen to me, a black boy moving into a university campus was in itself a piece of history. And especially for Albert Jr. Listen, this is something that wasn't even on the horizon of my thoughts. Now listen again. A black boy whose dad, excuse me, I know my blessings. I have felt God's hand on me. (1958) in June of 1962. I completed my 440 years, 440 yards, but it felt like years. Let me get my composure, I'm sorry.
No, you're fine. Time.
You have to go through these episodes of life. So those who are looking at you and those who hear you will gather in their mind, am I going to be like this Al Jr.? Well, I'll tell you what. you'll make me happy. And I believe in the end, you make yourself happy. In 58, my dad, and I hope a young lady by the name of Shirley Brown Reeder will touch base with me, because she's been doing a project on the black population of Elyria, Ohio. And there are some things that I will share with her. I won't do that now because I'll break down again. You see, life is not all that complicated. And you don't have to read about the Greek philosophers. You don't have to read about the ride of Paul Revere, or you don't have to read about the charge that Alfred Lord Tennyson wrote, The Charge of the Light Brigade. Life will meet you somewhere down the road. And so for those who are making their way to the starting line for the 440, I truly hope that you've taken advantage of the classroom so that you will at least be able to make a good start. And you can't say that the teacher didn't tell me, but you could say, I was sleeping because I didn't get enough rest last night, or I didn't have breakfast this morning, or I didn't have clothes to wear. Life is not going to be presented to you in a little package. But you have to wake up. No matter how long Dad stayed out last night. No matter if Mom didn't get up to prepare your breakfast. God has given you 2 legs, 2 arms, a pair of eyes, and ears that you need to keep open, and a mind that you have to make attentive. When I started at Bowling Green in February of '58, I had no idea what was ahead of me. No idea. All I knew was I was going to college. That was then, it is now. A goal that's worth fighting for. And for those who have not started, the first chance that comes your way, take advantage. God blessed me with some tools that at first I didn't have. Oh, but listen to me. Maybe those tools were there. The foundation had already been laid. That this black boy named Albert James Jr., that foundation was already there. He had a set of parents that looked after him and brought him up. And yes, it was a lesson to be taught. Respect your elders. Just let me throw this in here. My parents, especially my mom, she would not tolerate disrespect. Now, I didn't know that I was to say, yes, sir, no, sir, yes, ma'am, no, ma'am, in my own house, the place where I lived, and to my mom and dad. Yeah, I was taught. And don't get funny. You try to say something under your breath, and your mom would say, or your dad, did you say something? No, ma'am. No, sir. Well, I thought you didn't say anything. Yeah, life was that way. But I learned to watch my mouth. And maybe to this day, I'm a very quiet person. As people used to say about my dad, you have to look over and see him because you sure won't hear him. And that was me. That was me. But what was the foundation that was already laid for Al Jr. to earn a football scholarship at Bowling Green and be able to attend Bowling Green State University for 4 years, 58 to 62. Yeah, believe me, I got on out of there. Didn't play around. I got on out of there. And so, and I'm going to close on this note. Listen to me. Thank you, Lord. Thank you. Thank you, Lord. You know that you've been blessed. Man wouldn't do it for you. What's the song? I'm glad God created the rain and not man. If man created the rain, you forget to rain on me when I need water. But this was what happened to Al Jr. Let me quickly go through the steps. My dad was a sharecropper. He entered into, I want to say contract, but I don't know what it was. But he entered into an agreement with the landowner ten acres of land, 80 highway west of Demopolis, Alabama. For those of you who might have relatives from that area, York, Alabama, Whitfield, Alabama, and on down the road. And my dad had 2 mules. And to this day, I don't know why, I still remember that one was Jake. I don't know what the other one was. I think the other one was a female, because from what little I understand, the farmer needed at least a female, not both males, not both females. Okay? Figure out the biology for yourself. But I know my dad had 2 mules, those 10 acres, and one mule was Jake. And you know what else I remember as I'm sitting here looking at you? I don't know why I remember my dad calling Jake's name more than what the other animal was. Okay? But that took us through. And I believe my dad took us through those years of him being a sharecropper. But in June 1962, a sharecropper sat in the stands at Bowling Green State University and saw and heard his son graduate a bachelor's degree in education at Bowling Green State University. And true to God's blessing, my mom was also in the stands. And now, for Shirley Brown Reader, Al Jr. was the first black student in his family to graduate from college. And mind you, there was a time when my dad would sit down and he would be told to make your mark. But thanks be to God, my dad married a woman who taught him how to read his name. A sharecropper son got his master's degree from Cleveland State University in 1977. Al Jr. was so proud. When that master's degree was granted. I thank God for my father and for my mother. And I'll say this as I close. Parents, keep your eyes on the public educational process. Because I tell you, some politicians are trying to do things now that you're going to wonder, what is public education all about? You better keep your eyes open. Thank you. Thank you.
One more hand for Big Brother Albert Jr. All right. And just to just kind of also talk about, so I had the opportunity. So first thing I want to start out by saying is Brother Albert Jr. didn't even know about today. His family kept it as a surprise for him. So around about 1 o'clock, I show up at the door. I'm ringing the doorbell, and it's kind of like, who's this guy? And you know, and then we just got it started, and you know, we shook hands, and we had the opportunity to talk, and he was so excited and elated. And then we told him there's quite a few more Alpha brothers that are going to be here, and just the look on his face was priceless. And we talked and we sat down for about an hour, hour and a half or so, and had the opportunity to, I came in with the intention of, I'm going to interview Brother Junior. And so I'm setting up cameras, and we're trying to see, you know, where we want to set up everything. And he started talking, and I said, wait a minute, this too good. I just threw a mic on him, like, hey, just keep talking. And he just, there was just so many stories and testaments, and got to hear a little bit about him coming to Bowling Green State University on the football scholarship, and being a running back for Bowling Green State University too. And there's just so much incredible history. And as we look through the books, each time he saw a new face, not only could he say what brother that was, but where he was from, what he studied, or what sport he played, or where they first met, and all those types of things. And we're just so appreciative for Brother Junior. We're so appreciative, again, for all of his contributions, again, for being one of the charter members that started Epsilon Theta. And because of your leadership, because of your diligence, because of your perseverance in those days, to come from a family where your father at that time did not know how to read, and to be able to learn how to read and write his own name, and then for you to be able to walk across the stage and graduate, and all of the brothers that have come through Epsilon Theta since then. We thank you, Brother Junior, for all of your contributions, for your love, your beautiful family, and for those that are wondering how this connection happened, to my understanding, his granddaughter Marche was a student at BGSU and connected with some of the Alpha brothers at that time. And some years ago, they had the opportunity to come out and meet him initially. And then the pandemic happened. We all kind of lost touch. I wasn't, part of that meeting, but we lost touch, and, we were all just trying to figure out how we were going to see tomorrow. And as we were getting ready for the 65th, curiosity began to really kick up. And the question became, hey, is Brother Junior still out there and somewhere in Cleveland or Elyria or somewhere out there? Let's figure it out. Let's find out. Let's start digging. And special thank you to all of the brothers that are here. Special thank you to all the brothers who are going to see this at a later time. Thank you for all of your love, your donations, your contributions. All of those things have made today possible. So please give yourselves a hand real quick. Give yourselves a hand. Bye. And I think what we can do at this time is continue to allow brothers to fellowship, shake hands. We want to make sure if there's someone that you haven't met yet or you've never been connected, whether it's on Facebook, Instagram, however you want to connect, I think it's important that we all connect, no matter what age. We're all in this fraternity together. And again, make sure you sign in if you haven't already and RSVP for homecoming as well. We want to see you there. And right before, I almost forgot about this part, but right before, it's only right. This is like an unofficial tradition. And I know strolling wasn't quite a thing back then. Weren't throwing up the ice and all that back then. But, it is new school. And I'm going to just, not that it's going to get too crazy, but just in case, we got some brothers that can move a little bit. I crossed in 2011, so I can't move like I used to, but I can move a little bit. But just in case, I don't know if it's going to get wild, but we got to have some Epsilon Theta fun in here.
In the 65 years scheme of things.
No, he literally says
I always love this. A little intermission in between it, and then they got another part.
One time. I say die. Who you win?
Oh, yeah. How about one more time for the current brothers of Epsilon Theta? And of course, there's one more that everybody got to get in there. So. I need any and everybody that can move to have a good time to this one. Now don't mess up nothing so you can't move tomorrow. Don't hurt yourself tonight.
oh, come on. Now you got
Go ahead and show us how it's done real quick one time. That's what I'm talking about. Oh yeah, I can do a little something. That's all I got.
already pointing out. I said it's already. Oh, yeah, okay.
There's definitely some side comments.
Right, yeah. I already pointed out. I said it's already over. Oh, God.
I whistle, you ain't hear it.
Mike, where is he killing it, though?
They don't know it.
I'm gonna feel that in the morning.
Don't worry, y'all. I'm on camera, dude. I got it all. Hey, Mike Will, we need that ground shit. That ground stuff again. I got you.
Go out. You gotta hold your knees.
They got the lid on that car ride.
I got you. Don't worry, y'all. I got all that. I got all that.
Just cut out the part where I plugged a little bit.
Mike Will,
My goodness.
you want me to pause this?
Oh, you good? Well, actually, I'm gonna close it out and we're good. Woo. I'm gonna feel that tomorrow, like I said, y'all. I gotta practice. We gotta get ready for homecoming. See, we gotta have a conditioning or something. We gotta get ready. Oh my goodness. Well, that concludes the official ceremony. Again, encouraging brothers continue to talk, mingle, talk to Brother Junior as well. Get some of those great stories. And woo, that's it. That's all I got. I guess if you ever want to get me to stop talking, make me start strolling. So
Bring your legs to the 65th.
that's all I got. Thank you so much. Hope to see everybody at homecoming. We want to see you there for the 65th. Make sure you register. And until then, God bless and 06.
precepts, thy banner shall be raised. To thy glory, thy honor and renown. O Lord, may the true spirit of fraternity rule our hearts, guide our thoughts, and control our lives, so that we become servants of all.
Amen.
You've been doing what you started.
We're proud to be in your presence.
Yes. You know what, all to you.
Charter brother.
Yes.
Long live the ride.
Somebody gotta say it.
Do it again. Yeah, we talking about it.
And somebody has to say it first.
Hey, fine.
Hey, buddy!